This is the Violent Professional Podcast brought to you by AriesClothing.com.
Well, here we are again. You and me, mano a mano, doing this podcast thing. Usually I say that to somebody else, but life's been pretty fucked up lately, and it's been getting more and more fucked up as the time goes. If you haven't noticed, you must be just coming out of a fallout shelter or something, because shit's really weird in the United States and everywhere in the world, I'm sure, if you look at the news and whatnot. I would suggest not looking at the news for a little bit. If some of you going insane, this is the first time ever I'll say get on social media and enjoy all the fucking awesome memes that are coming out, because there's a ton of them on there. It's been really, I've been really enjoying my time on there for the first time in a while. Plus, I haven't had too much pressure to do all of my social media shit. I've been kind of using this time as a way to relax on social media in general, just because it's a fucking nightmare usually. But I mean, it might be a nightmare for some of you still, but I'm really enjoying how social media is right now, although I have limited my exposure to it. Just like you fuckers should limit your exposure to other people. I understand that's hard for some of you. Really, because this shit is still going on. It's still getting worse. You know, there's no way to tell how this shit's spreading, but I'm pretty sure some of you going to Lake Havasu and partying with fucking young chicks on boats, that's probably part of it. Like, most of us cool kids are going to be fucking asymptomatic. So you don't know you're having it, and then you're passing this shit on to Mima, and Mima's going to fucking die because of it, because of your desire to go get pussy down on some lake on some boat, watching the erosion happen, you know, as the water splashes on their buttholes, they're flapping their buttholes, and then you have to go out there and fucking watch that shit. Like, can't you get on Pornhub or something? I'm pretty sure that's a fucking thing still. It's not going away anytime soon. So, I bet there's some coronavirus porn out there. I'm pretty sure there's probably something already being made up. Yeah, so I wanted to get on here because I feel like I owe an episode. Usually I like to be around people and do episodes, but we're not recording one until Monday. And I know some of you are going to yell at me and be like, you guys need to fucking self-isolate, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I have, motherfucker. This person has been too, all right? Mark is very responsible. He fucking washes his hands relentlessly. It's almost annoying sometimes. He was doing it before. He was washing his hands and then washing my hands. It's fucking weird. I was like, dude, why do you got to do that? And he's like, I'm just making sure. I'm like, fucking, dude. I mean, we're not giving each other back rubs or anything. You don't have to worry about my fucking hands. Chill out, dude. And Mark, if you're listening, that's completely accurate, and you know that. There's no way I made up any part of that. So, before I kick off this very worthwhile of your time, because I know a lot of you have a lot of fucking time right now. Like, let's just get this out front. If you're saying, like, I don't want to waste my time listening to Violent Professional Podcast, you've got nothing but fucking time right now. You've got nothing but fucking time right now. So just fucking listen. Enjoy your time. I'm going to try to make it fucking exciting for you. And if it's not exciting, then I'm sorry, but I don't really give a fuck. It's exciting for me. Do you see how fucking amped up I am right now? You know, I want to be more amped up. For everybody watching this video, you have to, and anybody that's listening, you won't have to wait too long. I'll fucking fast forward that shit. Like, I'll cut out that section. But for people that are watching this video, I'm sorry. I'm going to walk like 5 feet or maybe fucking more than that. I don't know, how far is that? 6 feet from here where I'm sitting to the refrigerator to get an energy drink. And I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I realize I ruined my flow, but this had to happen. I'm not amped up enough for this. Usually I'm more fucking excited. Some of you are like, this is just how you do it, bro. I'm going to just say this shit's kind of hard. Having a conversation with people that are on the other side of the shit, like, I'm not, like, it's just me. I'm losing my fucking shit, especially with the fact I haven't been around people in forever, except for, like, this was like the first time in a week that I've been outside of my house. Like, aside from like going on a walk or like, you know, riding a scooter with my son or playing outside with him. Like, I haven't fucking been around people for a week. And so if you've, if you've like ever done that, I'm sure some of you should be doing that right now. But if you've ever done that, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't really like being around people. I'll just be honest. I'm not really the type that likes to go party. I did it when I was younger, like when I was 20 and at 21, and like my time just for a good amount of time. But then it just got fucking stupid, like a waste of time. I'm sure a lot of you, when you turn 30, it's the same way. You're just like, what the fuck are we doing? Fucking going down the fucking like Havasu and fucking flapping buttholes. Like, it's a waste of time. Meet you a nice girl, settle down, and then let her ruin your life, especially during this time when you're just stuck in a fucking house with that nagging shrew. Just go do that. Telling you to wash dishes and shit. It's like, bitch, I've been washing dishes all the fucking time. You should fucking wash the dishes once in a while. You're the one that fucking makes all the goddamn Hot Pockets. So shut the fuck up and wash my dishes. Before we kick this off, I think I said that. You should go check out Core Concepts. They're awesome. Logan and the team over at Core Concepts, they put in the effort. They're in the laboratory putting beakers of random shit into other beakers with the Bunsen burners. I'm sure some of you remember that from fucking high school chemistry class. You're putting in, they're out there making these everyday carry trays and fucking dissecting frogs in there because it's in the laboratory. They're fucking making moves, breaking necks and cashing checks. And they're putting, effort, time, heart into their craft, into their trade. They're making fucking awesome Kydex stuff for you to put things in. I'm going to showcase one. I'm sorry for people that aren't like watching this video. You should stop the podcast recording. I'm recording. You should stop listening and go to fucking the YouTube page and watch this shit because it's a piece of beauty what I'm about to show you. So everybody that's watching this, look at this beautiful fucking thing. Look at this guy. Look at it right there. Huh? I don't know if it's focusing. It might be out of focus, so you might not be able to see it. But look at that shit. I drew that on a computer and, they put it on there. And I could put stuff in it like this. I could take this and put it there. I can put it right there, I can put stuff in it. Put my car keys. Put that in there. That's awesome. Oh, you could take your cell phone too and put it in there. And then you got stuff in a tray. But what's cool about it, I'm pretty sure they can customize that. If they can't, and they're, Logan screaming at me like, don't fucking tell them that. I'm sorry, but you can probably request it. I don't know these things. But it's awesome. Kydex, you can have them make whatever. I think he's making me a fucking fidget spinner, a holster or some shit. He's been hinting at, he got me something funny, or he made something funny for me. But I got those trays from Logan, from the team at Core Concepts, and they fucking knocked it out of the park. They sent us 2. They sent us the Vaughn Professional logo, and then they sent us the Space Cat. I really enjoy them. I actually, for all those people that misplace their keys and shit, it's a nice place to put your pistol in, your fucking ammo, wallet. It's a central location. I actually use it. I was like, I'm not going to fucking use this thing. I'm going to put my keys in the couch. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator. Like, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to fucking scream and be like, where the fuck are my keys? And then, I'm going to embarrass myself in front of people and be like Kenny Powers when he's start still screaming because he wants to win this battle, even though he's wrong and he realizes it. That's what I'm like when I lose my goddamn keys. So thank you, Logan, for fucking changing my life. It's a fucking game changer, bro. Game changer. Go check them out. They're at coreconceptsus.com. KOREKONCEPTSUS.com. You can also check them out at core_concepts_official on Instagram. And, tell them we sent you. And I don't get anything out of it. But if you go to their website and use Vio Pro at checkout, you get some money off. I think it's 10% off, so that's cool. You're like, everybody's like, do you give discounts to these certain people? Like, fuck that. You get the podcast discount. Go there and use Vio Pro, and you get a discount. Everybody's a cheap ass these days. They won't spend what people are asking. People wait to buy shit from me. Only time they buy shit is when I put out a code. Sometimes that's true, sometimes not so much. Sometimes I'm surprised at how much people buy. But codes are awesome, and they help businesses scam people out of money, so go fucking do it. I'm not saying they're a scam. Their shit's really fucking awesome. I'm just trying to be silly, I guess. But yeah, their products are fucking awesome so far. It's not broken down. I put stuff on it, and, I haven't tried wings and blue cheese, I haven't tried that. I should, but I really like the beauty of this Space Cat on there. I don't want to put blue cheese on it, because then I don't know if their dishwasher safe, and I don't want to experiment that or even find out. So, I gotta turn my phone on silent so it stops fucking beeping at me. Yep, there we go. Distracting already. God damn it. All right, that's done. I should put that in my tray. I put it in the on top of the books. I got a couple of books over there. I've been talking about books lately. Fucking nerds. For nerds. There's a book I posted on social media. I was like, what fucking books you read? Yeah, there's some books for fucking quarantine. One I will suggest, this has nothing to do with what I've been talking about, but a book that I will suggest on top of all of them that I've been reading is The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. Here we go for everybody looking. Get this fucking book. It changes your life. It lets you know how to fucking shoot ropes. If you've been interested in shooting ropes, that fucking book will tell you. You don't need fucking yoga, meditation, or fucking, insight or whatever the fuck you're using to shoot those ropes. This book, you read it and your brain will produce the ropes. It's rope brains. Brain ropes. Shooting brain ropes. Making hits here in the podcast. You understand that? It just comes out of my fucking noggin. These brain ropes come out of my fucking noggin into your fucking ear holes and just fucking boosh all over your brain. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, the Violent Professional Podcast. There's no real point to it, but we are passing some sort of knowledge, I guess. And if I would say any wrinkles are made on your brain now, you're going to remember brain ropes. That's probably what I'm going to call this episode. So, and you'll be like, you'll like see, you're already listening to it. So now you're going to be like, start listening to it because you're like, what the fuck are brain ropes? And then you'll be like, oh man, he's talking about fucking shooting knowledge goo all over my fucking ears. So that's how we make these hits, you know what I'm saying? That's why they're all good. No one else is doing this shit. So, getting back into a little bit of cooking for you guys. I know you guys are stuck in the house and you're like, what the fuck can I eat? I've gotten Uber Eats for the past fucking week. The past 2 weeks. Better stop playing with those dice. Oh shit. Gotten Uber Eats so much, tired of those. I think it's free delivery charges right now, but I don't know how people are making money that way. That's fucking great. That's how they do it. But anyway, I want to suggest something to you guys. You fucking get a multi-purpose bird in your life, all right? And you're like, what the fuck is a multi-purpose bird? Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fucking tell you. If you had a question, I'm going to fucking tell you right now. I'm going to shoot more brain ropes into your fucking ear hole. And you're going to be like, my fucking world has changed. And some of you already know about the multi-purpose bird, but just get right the fuck into it. It's a little tiny chicken. Little tiny chickens are fucking amazing. You're like, what's the big deal about that? It's like, why is it multi-purpose? I'll tell you why it's fucking multi-purpose. You get that fucking chicken and cook it just like normal. And I'm not talking about like these big ass fucking birds. I'm talking about a fucking Cornish game hen. You can put that shit in the air fryer. Remember that episode we were talking about fucking making wings? You should already have a fucking air fryer now. You can put a Cornish game hen in it. It fucking cooks it delicious. It's fucking amazing. And so I think for this episode I'm going to change this into the Violent Cookfessional foodcast brought to you by the power of the tiny chicken. All right. So why is this so important? Why am I fucking talking about a little fucking Cornish game hen? Like, you're like, oh, you fucking fancy. No, you take those fucking chickens and you eat them after you cook them, not like right away. Like, you don't just rip them out of the package. You got to thaw them. You got to fucking throw them in a fucking, something to cook, some receptacle that cooks things. Oven, air fryer, you should have one. You throw that tiny chicken in there and fucking cook it. However you want to cook it. I'm not going to give you advice. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But you get that tiny chicken and fucking cook the shit out of it, eat it, and then you take all the scraps and you boil that shit. My choice of boiling is a fucking crock pot, and I sit there. I'll throw it in there at night after I'm eating all those fucking tiny chickens. I fucking put it in a gosh darn crock pot. I put it on fucking low. You don't want it to be too high. Put the tiny chickens in there with all their fucking bones and giblets and shit. And then you put like a cup of water in there, or maybe two, just to cover them up with water. And you boil the fuck out of them on low setting. And you let that shit go for fucking overnight. You're catching those fucking sheep. Catching some Z's, counting sheep. And then you wake up in the morning to some fucking nice bone broth. It's delicious and nutritious. It's good for you. And I put a disclaimer. I don't want you guys to set your house on fire. Just be smart. You're cooking in your house. I don't take responsibility for if you set your fucking house on fire. You try to come back and be like, Mike from the Violent Professional Podcast. Judge, I would like to tell you about this fucking podcast where he gives amazing advice, but he totally fucked me over because of my poor, shoddy circuitry that's in my house and my 1950s fucking outlets. Like, don't put that shit on me. I didn't burn your house down. You're just a fucking idiot if you do it. So be responsible about it. Maybe you need to wake up in the morning and take those tiny chickens out of the refrigerator because you shouldn't let them sit on your counter all goddamn night. Don't do that. Again, be a responsible adult. I'm just putting these fucking brain ropes into your fucking ears and you figure that shit out. I'm not going to hold your hand, especially when I'm making brain ropes. That'd be super awkward. It's almost like I'd look in your eyes while I'm doing it. But anyway, you get that bone broth and you get rid of all the bones because I feel like it might be a little bit challenging to drink some broth and while there's bones going into your fucking throat. What are you, a fucking idiot? You a dog digging through the trash? You gonna eat those bones? Fuck you. But I will say with those tiny chickens, my experience with it is that the bones will actually boil down to where you can mush them and, mushy bones. Nobody wants that. You can't even fucking support your skeleton with mushy bones. That's stupid. You'd be a fucking wiggle worm on the fucking floor. Ground is your friend, I guess. But then your brain would be smushed too, because your fucking head, your dumb fucking brain cavity, would be strewn about the floor. What are you, an idiot? You would be if you fucking got mushy bones. Anyway, yeah, you get rid of as most of those mushy bones as you can. You take the rest of that meat that's been fucking simmering, and you can take all of the hard shit out. Like, you feel around with your fingers, get some gloves, coronavirus. Ooh. You get some fucking gloves on and start sifting through the fucking muck and the mire of the fucking bone broth and get rid of all the nasty shit like the bones. I'm not going to give you any advice about it, but they're probably not going to fucking kill you if fucking mushy bones. They won't kill anybody. Mushy bone never hurt anybody. But anyway, I like to get rid of all the fucking mushy bones. I throw that shit out. And then, the chicken meat, the tiny chicken meat, I throw that in the fucking broth. I blend that shit up. And I throw it back into the fucking crock pot. Throw it on fucking high heat and boil the shit out of it more. And then after about fucking 30 minutes, I got a nice little drink. Throw some salt in there. It's fucking fantastico. I liked it. I had a whole thing of bone broth from 2 tiny chickens. It was fucking amazing. I felt great. I took one sip and it was like I was on fucking that old Jack 3D with all the meth in it. I was like, whoa, fuck. I felt fucking good. I felt fucking the power of the tiny chicken flood over me. I don't know if it was fucking chicken stem cells or what. I felt fucking great. I was like, oh my God. Like it was this fucking wave of excitement all over me. Just like the wave of brain ropes all over you right now. Getting brain ropes. Yeah. So, what is, crockpot chicken. Crockpots are great. Yeah, go get one. That's the next device you got to pick up. If you don't have one, you're fucking missing out. Make some tiny chickens all the time. I got 2 ready to go. Not they're a little bit bigger. They're not Cornish game hens. They're just, I guess they're full-size chickens, but chickens are tiny birds, so whatever. Depending on which ones you get. Anyway, I'm sitting there and I was talking to Mark today over DM, sent him some voice messages, and I was like asking him like, is this like things don't make sense right now? Like if the world's this crazy, like, but we made fun of it in a previous podcast I think like over every podcast since this shit's been going on, we've been talking shit about it. You know, not many people knew about it. It looked like the fucking cold or the flu, and it, you know, it still kind of is because, I mean, people are dying, but it's, you know, par for the course with this shit. It's just a little bit more infectious than, or maybe a lot. Like, I'm not an expert. Don't take my fucking word for it. But it seems like way more infectious because, you know, people are catching it really fast. A lot of people. Some of my family's in New York, and they're watching this shit, and they're just like, I mean, they're not around anybody that has it, but they know somebody that has it, and it's scary, I guess, when it hits closer to home. I don't know if this is, like, I can't honestly say this is real. Like, I'm sure, like, it's too big at this point to say that it's fucking bullshit. Like, there's something going on, and I won't sit here and say that I don't believe that it's real, because I'm not, like, a conspiracy theorist, and it fucking it's all over the place, and people are dying, like, but it's just, you know, what can you say about it? It's fucking weird is all. Like, it's very weird. I'm like driving around town because I got out of my house. I've been in my house like nonstop, or, you know, working on shit in the shop and keeping myself away from people except for my son. And I'm getting enough groceries and of Coors Light. If you've seen any of the videos, I'm just, you know, preparing for the week. I'm like going once a week to get groceries, or going once every 2 weeks or week and a half, something like that. I'm not spending my time in Walmart or other grocery stores. If I need to go get some quick, like I want an energy drink I don't have or something like that, I'll go real quick. But I just try, generally in life, I haven't been spending time around people. It just people in their fucking bullshit in life just bother me. Like, I don't want to fucking deal with other people. And I mean that in a sense, like, I don't want to fucking go any place and fucking be around people in general. So this is like nothing new to me. But what's new is all the fucking hysteria and the fucking nonsense and the way people act and what they do. It's like, I went out, I was like driving through town, and I'm like, dude, I messaged Mark, and I'm like, am I going crazy? Like, people are fucking out in droves. Like, shit doesn't make sense to me, because if everybody's watching the media and everybody's socially distancing, everybody's staying away from each other, you'd think that people wouldn't be out next to each other. But it's like, they have these lines at certain places, like at Walmart or the grocery store. And it's like, stay 6 feet apart. There's signs everywhere, and they're sanitizing everything. Like, the dude at the fucking store, like where the shopping carts were when I was grocery shopping, he was like fucking spraying this shit down. I thought, like, maybe this government conspiracy, there's actual coronavirus, and there's fucking spraying shit down with it, and everybody's gonna get it. No, but I'm driving through town, and I'm like, why the fuck are so many fucking people out? It's like the government said, hey, you can't go outside and you should stay at home. Like, that's the new thing right now until this whole thing blows over, because people are dying. Like, stay at home, and people are like, fuck the government, fuck that. And they're like, I'm going to go out and stay 6 feet away from somebody. It's like, but there's like fucking 1,000 of you standing 6 feet away from each other. Like, you're all fucking spreading it. It doesn't matter if you're 6 feet, you fucking idiots. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, I don't get the whole social, because I'm not like antisocial. I've never, maybe I am antisocial. It's fucking, I don't know what I am. I'm confused about life, just in general. That's why I started a podcast, to figure it out. But it just makes no sense to me, the way people fucking react to this shit. It's like, okay, the answer is stay away from people and wash your hands. Like, what was I doing before? What were you guys doing before? Was everybody crowding up, piling up? Like, I get the stadiums and shit like that, but you go and you drive past fucking any coffee stand, and people are like, I'm not going to drive by it. I'll just get out of my car and stand 6 feet away from this person. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Are you fucking people like, stay in your fucking car and go through the drive-thru. You don't have to fucking go in there. Like, I'm just driving around the other day, and there's like an Arby's or some shit. And for the intent of this next joke, I'll fucking say that it was an Arby's. But like, I'm driving, I look in the window because I'm at a stoplight, and I'm just like looking around at fucking people like walking down like in fucking lines, single file, like 6 feet away from you. Like, what the fuck are people fucking doing? And like, I look over, waiting for the light to turn, and like, I'm looking through the window at this fucking Arby's, and I see fucking people inside. Like, restaurants are not supposed to be open, and there's fucking people inside of these fucking restaurants, like fast food places. It's all sitting 6 feet away from each other. Like, every other booth is fucking taped off, from what I can tell. and they're fucking sitting 6 feet away from each other. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you gotta fucking enjoy your roast beef and cheese? Like, at a time like this? It's more important to go inside. Just stay in your fucking car and go get food. I don't even know why these restaurants are fucking even taking a chance. Everybody that's overreacting to this shit is like, they're becoming irrational. Like, just because they're not prepared in life. Like, they're becoming irrational. They're like, the government tells me I can't do something. I'm going to go do the opposite. I'm going to go fucking over here. Yeah, fuck the government. But I'm going to stay away. I'm going to wear a mask. I'm going to go out in public. I can't fucking stay in my house this long. Like, you're fucking ruining it for everybody. Like, regardless if you believe it's true or it's not or what the fuck's happening. But, like, right now, it's like, whatever it is, if it's a simulation, if it's fucking an exercise the world is putting on and people are actually dying, you're fucking it up for the rest of us. Like, I want to go fucking live my life. Like, it's not that I was doing much different, but I feel like there's no fucking freedom right now. Like, to go to fucking flat my butthole in Lake Havasu. Because you're not supposed to. It's fucking weird. Like, I don't get the whole, like, we're going to practice social distancing, but we're going to crowd Walmart. Like, I don't get that. Like, I went to Walmart today, like I said, and I'm just sitting there and looking. It took me back because I'm like, I'm sitting there and looking at this line. It's like, what the fuck are all these people doing here? I just don't understand, like, why everybody's here. This is crazy. I go to Walmart to get groceries because it's like, if you spend a shit ton of money on groceries for you and your fucking family, like in this area at least, like there's this grocery store, Safeway, and they fucking jack the prices up ridiculously, like in excessive amounts on most items, with the exception of a few things that they can't get away. Like, you can't charge $7 for a gallon of milk, but like, or like the regular shit. But if you go to Walmart, a gallon of milk is like $2. You go to Safeway, it's fucking $5. Like, there's that kind of shit, and people will fucking buy it. You see people with like half a cart of groceries there. It's like they can't even afford to fucking, but they think that's their only option. This isn't a promotion of fucking Walmart. This is what happened today. But yeah, like I'm standing there and I'm like, do I really want to fucking deal with this? Because it's not the coronavirus or anything that fucking bothers me. And like, it's like, there's so many fucking people. Like, why the fuck are there so many people? Like, this never happens. This never fucking happens. But like, everybody is told they can't go outside, with the exception of like walking around and shit and staying away from people. And then they fucking go, I'm going to go fucking be near fucking 1 million people. Like, fucking crazy. I don't fucking get it. So I'm sitting there walking through and I'm getting like essentials. Like, I'm getting fucking ramen noodles and fucking Coors Light. That's my fucking essential list. I'm just joking. I was getting Coors Light, but a good thing right now. Like, there's a fucking surplus of beer. Have you been out there? You shouldn't be. You should be at your house. The exception of a week or just whatever. Make those essential trips. But I'm going through Walmart and I'm like, there's fucking tons of beer and alcohol. It's like, this is fucking unprecedented, if I could say that. But yeah, like, I'm walking with my fucking cart. I'm pushing that shit. People are, ridiculously staying far away from each other and like going, like they're fucking freaking out when you get close. And I'm getting meat and, a bunch of drinks and fucking beer and just stuff to tie me over, because I like to drink a lot of stuff. Not alcohol wise. I just like to have a bunch of fluids and liquids and fucking, stuff to hydrate myself. I would rather drink something than eat something, to be honest. But anyway, so I'm walking through the store and I see this woman and this fucking, it must have been her daughter. I couldn't tell because they were covered up. They had fucking glasses, like protective goggles on, fucking full face mask, almost wrapped around their dumb fucking peanut brain heads. And like, they're just fucking protected from they're suited and booted, fucking gloves, fucking hand sanitizer wipes, like wiping down the fucking cart, like as they're walking. I'm not even joking. It's fucking weird. I see them and I'm just like, they're fucking going overboard with it. Like, just don't fucking let somebody cough on you. Stay a little bit away. Like, you'll probably be fine. And this is the other thing. Like, they're going to fucking take their gloves off and then fucking, when they get home with their fucking Pringles, and then put their dumb fucking meat paws all over it and get the fucking coronavirus on their hands because that shit stays on stuff. So, I mean, they're not sanitizing your beef products or your fucking like your Pringles or your fucking lard donuts or whatever the fuck you're getting. Feed your fat fucking face. But like, she's sitting there with her dumb fucking offspring, and they just look like shitty white people. And they've got a fucking cart full of fucking, I shit you not, Swedish fish. And I'm like, is this a fucking essential trip, you fat fucking fat fuck? Like, what are we doing here? I just blew out the recording. Like, what the fuck? Like, you went out of your you gosh darn house and filled your fucking cart with bags of fucking serving size of fucking Swedish fish. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are people? And that's not just one fucking fat family. It's fucking all of you. You're all doing stupid shit. Get meat and cheese and fucking milk and crackers, whatever the fuck you get. You know, hummus, get some shit like that just to keep yourself nourished. Don't go and just get Swedish fish, you fucking ridiculous people. Covering yourself up like you're in a fucking hazmat suit and you're fucking gonna go home and fucking just fucking gorge yourself on fucking candy, you disgusting people. This fucking horrible. I looked and I wanted to kick her goddamn cart over to the side, like, as she's walking by, just go, douche, and fucking kick that shit and let the fucking Swedish fish let them free. Just go, like, whatever the fucking Free Willy song is, let that fucking play in the background as I kick the shit out of their cart, rip her mask off and cough in her fucking mouth, you dumb cunt. This is the other thing, like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I find it funny. Not funny, but, you know, I query this. It's weird to me to see all of these celebrities that are coming out and saying they tested positive for the coronavirus. Again, I'm not saying it's bullshit. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think what's odd about this whole fucking thing is all of the fucking positive, the celebrities that test positive for the coronavirus, but they're asymptomatic afterwards. And like, I was like, it's not just that. It's like, okay, they're young, healthy, they take care of themselves, they fucking made deals with the devil when they found stardom. But the biggest question to me is, why were these motherfuckers allowed to get tests when we had none? There was none. It was like before anybody knew there was a fucking coronavirus test. Yet all these celebrities are like, oh, I got it. It's fucking horrible. And then a fucking week later, like, oh, I don't have any symptoms. So it's just want to make sure everybody's fucking washing their hands and social distancing. It's like, are these fuckers getting paid off? Because I haven't really seen, like, there's been people that have died and stuff from it, and like celebrities that have gotten sick, and, you know, they're saying, but it's like, is anybody else thinking that? Like, it's just odd that all these celebrities are getting it. Like the fucking, I don't think he had it, but I saw this thing on YouTube is like a fucking ad or some shit when I'm going to watch some fucking thing, some stupid thing. It was like the fucking Tiger King fucking reaction or some stupid shit, or a fucking life hack video about how to fucking make hand sanitizer or something. But it was like a fucking ad, you know, like on YouTube where it comes up, it's like the situation from fucking Jersey Shore. And he's like, hey, man's the six, man. Why are you fucking on anything? You were not interesting before. Like, everybody's like, oh, he's fucking wild and wacky. He's not fucking interesting. He got his fame from fucking some stupid show that fucking people still talk about, apparently. But it's like, he's a fucking moron. I don't understand. There's some out there like, how are you fucking doing things like this? Like, I'm not fucking famous, first off, but I just don't understand some dumb fuck that nobody likes. And it's not even like they hate him. He's fucking, he has no impact in whatsoever. It's like, Jersey is that fucking, they're that hard up for fucking celebrities to tell people to wash their hands that they gotta get fucking the situation from some stupid fucking MTV reality show. Let me remind you, music television was making reality shows. Why the fucker is anybody watching or know about fucking anything? Why am I even saying his fucking name or seeing him on that shit and knowing who the fuck he is? Get out of my brain. I just don't understand it. That's my fucking thing. I don't get it. A lot of this shit doesn't make sense. It's like people are scrambling for answers and fucking maybe things are being made up and maybe they're not. And just people just don't understand as much as me. And I still, there's just a lot of fucking overreacting going on. I think we can all agree. There's a lot of overreacting, a lot of irrational decision making. I'm not saying that we shouldn't take precautions and clean our hands. It's just no fucking normal. You should do that. But you should also stay away from people. Like, you fucking people are too friendly. I've been saying for years. People are fucking assholes. Stay away from them. Just separate yourself. Even after this, when this is all over, stay away from people. They're fucking disgusting. People are fucking disgusting, just in general. You know? Be with yourself. Enjoy your time with your fucking wife or your kids, or whatever. But that might even be pushing. I think you should just get rid of all of them. Get a divorce and kick your kids out of the house. Let's fucking do that. Let's all agree to do that. I saw this in, this is another thing, like, people that refuse to fucking just take the advice and take like a few weeks and stay away from each other. People that are just like refusing to be like, fuck no, government can't tell me what to do. Like, business owners that don't have an essential business, like gyms were told to close down. Like, you can't fucking have that many people in there piled up fucking flexing their guns in a mirror. It's just like, you just can't do that. I'm not going to fucking call out the gym because I don't fucking whatever. I'm staying home. Fuck them. I hope these people that own this gym all fucking get it. And they shit their pants. A symptom that's not even a part of the coronavirus. And there's a lack of toilet paper and they fucking die of dysentery. Like, that's what they should get. But like, at this time, why are we fucking around? Just fucking stay at home. Enjoy yourself. You don't have to fucking go to the gym and flex. But I'm dropping off packages. Like, I'm doing my fucking normal business shit. Getting orders out the door for my other fucking shit. And packages are being dropped off. And I look over and there's this fucking people knocking on this fucking gym door. Wearing their sporty shits. They look fucking fancy. And fucking puffed up dude's wearing his fucking stringer like some fucking faggot goon. And he's fucking yoked up, tiny legs, just fucking fat. He's getting ready to go fucking do the gun show to whoever the fuck's in there, because you can't tell. So like, they close down all of the fucking gyms and haircutting places and any non-essential nonsense in the fucking state of Washington. And I'm not saying it like fitness is bad. I'm just saying they're fucking like these are the people that stereotypes are made out of. They do some special knock on the door, which this gym has glass everywhere, and now there's paper on the inside. And like, it didn't make sense. I'm like, why the fuck did they put paper over the windows and shit? Like, and I thought about that every time I was going to the post office. Why is there paper over the thing? And I didn't think. And then I see a sign that says knock for help on there, even though it's got coronavirus fucking warnings all over it. Like, this gym is closed down. And it's like the fucking door opens up after they knock, and it's just fucking like, it's just fucking people in there. Like, I'm like, you shitty shit fuck. You should fucking get hit by a goddamn car. You are part of the fucking issue. Yes, I understand it's not that big a deal for some of us, but there's people that are fucking dying from it. And you're fucking up my day by prolonging this shit. If we keep fucking spreading it, we're going to be stuck in the house, and your need to fucking make money during this time. Yes, I get it. We all have to fucking survive. Like, some of us are more fortunate. But you're fucking up things for me. You're fucking putting that shit out there. Maybe the gym won't have it. Maybe you won't be fucking spreading it around. But gosh darn it, you're fucking up my day. I want to just be able to do whatever the fuck I want and not fucking... You're prolonging this shit. If you're a fucking gym owner and you're fucking opening the doors right now, you fucking suck. I hope a fucking dumbbell falls off the fucking barbell and smashes your little fucking penis, you fucking ape. You ape person. The desire to just get fucking jacked and swole at the gym is more fucking important to you than fucking saving humanity. Just so you can get in there and have a fucking group orgy or a fucking flex in the fucking flex. Fucking, oh, so swole in the mirror against other people. Oh, fucking gym flex, and it's the fucking best. Oh, testosterone, muscle milk, protein. You fucking suck. You're fucking up my day. I hope the fucking dumbbells fall on you. Smash your fucking little tiny legs. Break your fucking ankles. And then you walk on these fucking jagged fucking tibia fibia nubs, just fucking jabbing bones through your fucking flopping fucking skin, you fucking idiots. Ugh. Frustrating. You're fucking up everybody's day by doing this. Just stay at home. Stay at home. Fake, real, whatever. Just stay the fuck at home. People are so social. It's fucking crazy. They're just like, I just can't stop being around people. It's like a fucking addiction, dude. Like, yes, I get it. It's weird not being able to go out and fucking get a coffee, sit at a coffee shop, fucking go to the grocery store without fear, fucking looking like we're in a goddamn zombie apocalypse. But damn it, like, you don't have to be this social. Like, get on fucking FaceTime or some shit. Stay at fucking home, you fucking weirdos. You know, but it's not all negative. I think there's some really good fucking things that came out of this. And one of the things are all the fucking memes. If you haven't seen them, get on social media. Like, I don't even know how you know about this fucking podcast without social media, but get on there and fucking check them out. Some of them are fucking brilliant. You know, stocks may be down, but memes are up. You know, there's some really good ones out there. The Tiger King ones, those are a little bit over the top. I think there's too many of them going around. Like, it's the same shit just being recycled. There's people that are like stealing them off of people's page because they have watermarks on it, and they're fucking recycling them, just putting a little bit of different pictures. I made a Tiger King. I think there's one on the fucking Violent Professional page. But it's like me and Mark. I made myself the Tiger and Mark the fucking Tiger King. So there's stuff like that. I think they're getting a little bit old, you know. I watched that shit. It's fucking pretty cool. I wouldn't say cool. It's interesting as fuck that there's people out there. I thought those people only existed in Florida, but apparently it's more than that. There's a lot of fucking weird people out there. So I don't really want to get into it because I think a lot of people are talking about it right now, just because like Netflix goes, "You're gonna watch this." It's like, I don't really fucking want to. It's like, you're gonna watch it. And it's like, damn it. It's like my fucking, you go in their suggested thing and it's like all over that. There's like multiple fucking suggestions of it. It's like, oh, not doing anything else. Might as well watch this. That's how it works, I guess. Now we all watch the Tiger King. But if you guys want to see us do a review on it, I think me and myself and Mark and I, we were, talking about it, but a lot of people are doing it. You should just go watch it and then tell me what you think. It's fucking crazy. That's all I'll have to say about it. There's people that exist like that. But one thing I'll say, and it goes with all of this shit, is there's people that don't take responsibility for their actions just because they don't want to get in trouble. I think that's how I could sum up the whole thing. If I'm going to do a review of it, I would say the Tiger King document series on fucking Netflix could be summed up in that, is that people don't want to take responsibility for their actions. And it's a representation of how we got here. If I could just be fucking honest or frank. If I could be frank, I would not be Michael. So, there is one meme that I wrote on this fucking paper and I wanted to talk about that I think it kind of struck a nerve. I don't get offended by much because, and I wasn't offended by this meme, but I'm just like, of course, like, so there was this person that, and sorry to any religious people, if you're still listening to this podcast and think I'm going to be fucking religious, I'm going to be pro-religion or whatever, not anti-religion, I'm like, whatever you want to do what you want to do. But there's a thing, it's like, there's probably religious people that listen to this podcast, and, there was a meme I saw on some fucking random person's page. One of my feeds, I follow a bunch of people. Just over time, I was looking at people. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'll fucking follow them. And it grew to 3,000 followers or some shit. And now I don't even know who the fuck I'm following. But I see random people shit sometimes. And usually my day consists of I'll go on Instagram and see it. And then I'll fucking go, they're annoying. Delete, unfollow. They used to have cool content, or I don't know why I was following that person. But yeah, I looked at this one, and this one meme had two sides to it. It's split in half, and it said it was a picture of a church and then a picture of a grocery store or Walmart or some shit like that. And it said, don't congregate here for the church. And then it said, but congregate here. And then the fucking person's caption was something like, see how the government can tell us what to do. Thought there was a separation of church and state, blah, blah. It's like, do you understand that if you're a religious person, church can be wherever you are. You don't have to fucking go to a building and pay people tithes and offerings and stuff like that to, pray or whatever you want to do. Celebrate the life of a savior or, whatever your deity is. You don't have to go to a building to do that. I understand your frustration. But you don't have to be so fucking social. That's the big part. It's like you had this fucking routine and now it's fucked up. Well, everybody's routine's fucked up. Just fucking stop spreading your germs everywhere, you nasty fucks. It goes more than just a fucking meme. It's like struck a nerve essentially because it's like, yeah, one thing is essential and one's not. I understand that to some of you it's essential. I understand that to some of you it's going to a fucking building and listening to somebody fucking say some stuff and then fucking somebody in the audience start going blah, 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 because they think they're talking to fucking angels. But here's the deal. You don't have to fucking do it right now. Like, there's going to be a time, but if you really want to fucking, let's go back to the meme. I don't want to focus on anything else. I don't want to piss too many people off with this, but one's essential, one's not. Like, I'll just put that out there. One is fucking essential. You have to eat food. If you're sitting there not eating food, but you're praying, you're going to fucking die. And then you'll find out. Like, so maybe just, don't go get food and just, have a congregation and get a disease and fucking spread it to everybody in there. What can I tell you? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Some of the memes are ridiculous, like that one. Like, one's essential, one's not. You can pray wherever you are, but you can't fucking magic food into your fucking stomach. Like, so your point is moot. I don't get that. Fucking should be point is mute. People are like, you're fucking crazy. Why'd you laugh at that? I think it's funny. I think it's just words and shit are funny. Like, just random nonsense. Things that strike my brain. All the brain ropes that come out of it. Like, oh, I think stuff's funny sometimes. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't think any of that's funny. I think it's pretty funny. So I'm going to conclude it here. Because I think talking to myself for an hour is fucking weird. I don't know how I could barely keep an hour long podcast with other people in the room. So, but what have I learned over the past few weeks? I don't really like to subscribe to any particular party. I'm more in the middle. I'm more libertarian in nature, and I've discovered that over the years. I kind of just was more. I don't really know. I personally don't like the government having as much power as they do. I don't like all the taxes for sure. I'm sure you've heard me talk about it. I think people should just be fucking left to do whatever the fuck they want. If they're not hurting somebody else, then fucking, YOLO. But, just don't bother me with your shit. Just don't fucking put your shit on me. I don't want to fucking hear about your fucking cause or whatever. If I want to find out something, I'll go look it up. I'll figure it out. Age of the internet. I can look at whatever the fuck I want. I just don't want you imposing your shit on me. That goes with a lot of things. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to fucking involve myself with your problems. I don't want to fucking have your problems put on me. I don't know. I think the normal majority of people are that way. I don't think anybody likes paying taxes. Nobody's going, yeah, taxes. Nobody's fucking excited about paying them ever. Sometimes they're for good shit, but sometimes they're fucking not. It's just, there's too many taxes. There's not enough taxes. I don't really know what to tell you about it, but I really give a shit about all this, what people say about Trump and, just political stuff. I never want to put in this podcast, but at this time, I was waking up in the morning and I'm I want to hear what the fucking White House has to say because this pertains to my life and everybody's life. And I hope that people aren't dying in, mass numbers, and I hope it's getting better. I want to see that fucking curve kind of go flat and hopefully it fucking goes away in the next few weeks and people are better and we just don't have to, have all this anguish and craziness happening because I think just as people in general, we should not really want that. So I turn on the tubes, the YouTubes, or I'll go on Google and search out some, what's the status of it? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? Are we all gonna die? And so obviously the White House address comes up, and the status update from the Corona Task Force. And for the first few days, it was okay. I was like getting information out. Trump's doing his thing. People are upset about it. There's a bunch of reporters talking nonsense, like putting it on him. But then after a while, and I won't get too much into it, but it's just like everything got annoying about it. And so if you're like me, where you really can't stand looking at the media right now, it's not because I'm like, oh fuck, it's so dreadful and dreary. It's just annoying. Like, what the fuck are they even talking about? What's the point? Like, we're getting an update, and now fucking everyone's up there talking about how they're the best, and they're fucking. There's people lying, obviously, and like asking dumb fucking questions and saying dumb fucking things. And it just got annoying. And so, like, anybody that's listening to this, that's just like they turn to the media and like fucking YouTube and whatever else. You can go to the World Health Organization website. That's where I got a lot. I just wake up and I try to watch some of the shit, but it's just fucking obnoxious, man. Just all the shit that just the non-information that's going on, the nonsense. So the World Health Organization, you can go on there, get an update for your specific state or the United States in general. And you can stay away from the media in general because it'll give you more information. It's like, I got hit up the other day about, it's like, oh, I heard Washington is so crazy. Like the media, the news is down here, this local news station in a different state. I think it was Nevada or something like that. They were like, I heard it's fucking nuts. I'm like, where are you getting that? Because I'm looking at the World Health Organization website, and yes, Washington does have a lot of cases, but it's nowhere compared to fucking Florida, Michigan, surprise, and New York. Like, it's fucking astronomical how many cases they have, but for whatever reason, this media organization decided they want to talk about Seattle. And that's not, like, they didn't even hit California. Like, it's weird. So what I'll say is, if you don't want to see all the crazy shit happen and all the craziness that's going around in the media, just go to the World Health Organization. It's going to be fucking weird to look at too, numbers and shit, but there's no human factor in there. It's just, these are the numbers. And then you can sit there and go, yeah, I should wash my hands more. It'll give you a good idea about what's actually happening. Just if you have how do you get to it? Go to Google and type in World Health Organization. That's all that's on there. Or you can type in, I type in capitals WHO and it goes right to it. So yeah, do that. The media and the government has lost its mind. Just in general, it always has, but I feel like right now during this, they've lost their mind even more. Another thing I learned is I was better prepared for something like this than I even thought. I never really thought about, like, am I prepared? But I think just as a responsible human adult that has a child, I just was ready in general. That includes ammunition. I didn't freak out. Like, I think I asked somebody to go get me some one time just because I felt like it was going to be important to defend my home. I had enough of that. I have enough of it. It's not like I'm going around going, fuck you, Corona! I had enough of it. When I actually went and checked, I was like, oh, I was good there. And then, medical supplies, I started going through my shit. And the only thing that I'll say about it is that it wasn't in a centralized location, but now it is. It's just because it's easier. I got alcohol, peroxide, bandages, fucking my first aid kit. I got general hemorrhage, just, control and just stuff like that. Got a lot of gauze. That's pretty important if you know about life saving. Gauze is important. Tourniquet, just general life saving and healthcare necessities. And so everybody freaking out about that kind of stuff. It's like, you should, as a fucking human being, you should just have a first aid kit in general. But you go to any store and all of them are sold out. It's like, what the fuck was happening before? People just weren't taking care of themselves. People were this unprepared for things. I didn't, and I never really thought about it until this time. It's like, I guess I did pretty good. I would give myself a fucking strong A, maybe not an A+, but I'd give myself an A for, the effort that I took just as a human adult. I say that like I'm some sort of fucking alien, and I might be. Human adult. I am a human adult. Yeah, so that's shocking to me. That's one of the things I learned during this is that people just aren't prepared and they panic. And so if it was more serious, if it gets more serious, I think it's going to be, it's going to be a little bit more weird. You're going to see more colors show on people. I also I found out how much do I have to actually interact with people I don't know on a general basis. And the answer is what I knew before is that I don't. I think it was just an idea. It's I need to be around people. I think in general it's good to be around people. I'm not saying you don't have to be around people. It's good to interact, communicate, and, be around people. Again, I'm saying it like I'm a fucking alien. I'm like, it's good to interact with people. No, but it's good to get out, say hello to somebody, be nice to people, gain some knowledge from somebody, to have a conversation with people. But yeah, for me at least, I've been doing the same fucking thing. I've been, just working nonstop and, drinking sometimes, most times, trying to be a good father, be responsible, take care of the people that, need to be taken care of and the people that are in my life, in my circle, be there for them, if they need anything. But just in general, I didn't really, outside of my circle, and, interacting with people through social media, there's not much has changed. If this is a dramatic change for you, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not the answer. I'm not the fucking, this is in the auto zone or some shit. If I could apply that to that, it doesn't make any sense what I just said, but I still wanted to say it. I guess what happened in my brain right now is I don't have an answer how to fix your car. I don't have an answer how to live your life. Figure out what you need and let this be a wake up call. Maybe I'm not trying to give you any advice, but figure out what your priorities are. You got lots of time right now. Figure out what you need to do in life. Being around people is your thing, and you just fucking can't stand being in your house. Then again, this isn't the auto zone. Also, I think regardless if you believe the government or you want to fucking listen to them or whatever, and all the crazy shit is happening, I think in a sense, really what the main thing I reaffirm in my brain is that washing your hands has always been a good thing. It's always been a good, just wash your hands after you touch nasty shit. But you have to go further than that. You have to wash your fucking buttholes and your feet. If you're not washing your front face, feet, and fanny, you're fucking wrong. You need to wash yourself, everybody. Just wash yourself and clean your house. I think the grodiest thing about this whole thing is you start to realize wow, the United States and just the world, nobody's cleaning themselves and fucking taking care of their fucking living environments. It's fucking crazy. And some people can't, avoid that shit. But it's if you have the, the faculties to, I say a lot of words I think apply. So if you have the faculties, maybe I'm right. I look it up after sometimes when I say shit. I've heard a word sometime and I'm using it. If you have the ability to clean yourself in your fucking house, in your living environment, fucking do it. Just fucking be. I'm not talking about if your shit's in disarray. Sometimes my life's in disarray. Sometimes there's, I've got books over on a table right there, fucking that need to be put in a fucking, one of the fucking drawers. I need to do that. And sometimes I'm lazy about it. There's a cup of Strikeforce energy over there that I right next to a computer because I work and I just fucking drink Strikeforce all day. If you do that too, go to strikeforceenergy.com, use code EvilVibes and you get 20% off and free shipping if you spend more than $35. Anyway, I'm not saying you got to be fucking immaculate. That's not how people live their life sometimes, and you don't have to either. If you do, that's fine too, but just fucking clean up after yourself, put shit away, do the laundry, wash your butthole from time to time, every time you take a shower, and, and don't stick your finger in your mouth after you touch your butthole and wipe your hands. This is a problem. That has nothing to do with coronavirus. It's just a good practice. You want a life hack? Wash your butthole in the shower and don't touch your mouth after you fucking scratch your butthole. Wash your hands maybe. And I hope this shit's over soon because I don't want to turn this podcast into the coronavirus fucking social distancing podcast party thing where I have to have people call in and shit. I hate that. I actually prefer to talk to people. But these are fun too because I get a little bit fucking weird and I think you guys enjoy them too. And last thing I'll say on this fucking wonderful episode of Brain Ropes is, whether or not this is a simulation, I fucked that up. So I'll say this in closing. If this is a simulation, which it may very well be, like, this simulation is from the movie Idiocracy, because things just don't fucking make sense. And that pretty much summarizes my thought about the coronavirus thus far. I don't have an answer for you. If you were looking for something, you shouldn't have fucking listened to any of the episodes, because we give no fucking valuable fucking knowledge, no valuable brain ropes at all. It's kind of a mess. That's why it's called brain ropes, because it gets everywhere, all over. But you know, it's fucking Idiocracy. And now that I've sprayed my fucking glorious brain ropes all over yourself, clean yourself up and have a good night. If you like this episode, please consider subscribing to us on Patreon by visiting patreon.com/violentprofessional. By subscribing, you have access to all the episodes as soon as we upload, as well as bonus content that you can't see anywhere else. You can also support us by simply giving us a positive rating on your listening platform of choice. And above all, thank you for the continued support of the Violent Professional Podcast.